Ever been on a losing streak, or players just not performing well, or something's just not going right and you don't do your training? Well, here's a little video to help you out to know what you need to do and what you should be trying out when you are in your training. So I'm going to get into my schedules and show you just what I do to make my team perform as possible as they can. Right, managers, we are in my Twitch save. If you haven't gone over there, head over to Twitch, hit the follow button on that one. You'll see me live most days playing some Football Manager, www.twitch.tv/Ticker147, same as the YouTube channel's name. You'll see me doing some Football Manager, and we are currently doing a beta save with AC Milan. Now, we currently went on a little bit of bad form here. I want to say bad form as we had a bad result against Roma, we had a bad result against Barcelona, and Napoli beat us as well. But then we went into absolute beast mode and decided to go on some good form and a good run and get some good results in the bag. Why did I do that is because I implemented some training schedules or training that I felt needed to do. But first and foremost, before we get into our schedules, you've got to make sure that your staffing is good. As you can see there, my staff is the best. We've been through this on the other video with your staffing, so if you haven't checked that out, go check that video out. It'll give you just an insight of what you need with your staffing and the capabilities that you can do with them. So as you can see, our attacking coach is not the best. We've got one too many coaches in, so unfortunately I can't get any more coaches in, but our attacking coach does need a little bit of improvement. We are second in the Serie A, so it's not too bad. The fact that Juve are the worst is quite shocking, but we make sure we've got them. Then when I go over to training, we have our schedule. But what I like to do the most, and this one is key that a lot of people miss. If you go to rest, if you can see over here, you can put them on automatic. And what that does is this follows this guide up here. And what I like to do is if they are on green, any type of green, they get double intensity on the training. It just makes them develop a little bit better. So highly recommend you get onto this page and training, go on rest, double intensity, normal, half, no pitch, only gym work because they are really tired and they need the gym work, not this bound training schedule that you're going to put them on. So make sure that they're on these because these are the best and the most effective that will work for you. So definitely get onto that one. So you've got your training, you've got your staff in. Now where'd you go? You go to this page of coaches and you edit assignments here. You have to make sure that you are got the right coaches for the right training sessions. So for me, I like to have a specific coach for each one. So for goalkeeping, shot stopping, goalkeeper handling, they are the main coaches for us. And then we have a general Joe Bloggs who's good at motivating, good at discipline, and good at determination. So you've got a main trainer and then a helping trainer as well, as I hit my mic there. So you've got two coaches that are combining together and helping out each other. And what you really want to see is light training schedule with the highest possibility of the leading coach. So you see the leading coach, you want the workload to be light and potentially 5-star. Oh, well, 5-star would be amazing, but we got superb on most of them. The only one we lack on is technical attacking, which we said before, we're not the best at that. So if I put my player in here, he now puts it on light and moves it up to impressive. If we take him off, then another one goes down. So you have to kind of mix and match to find the right scheduling for these coaches and make sure they're all doing it right. So we're going to put me in because obviously my manager has developed over the time to be a bit of a better coach because we're 2 years in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to implement me into this attacking tactical one that helps out here. So you can have a look around, have a look at the coaches because we're lacking one on defensive. We're lacking one here. So if we've got a coach that's not really doing too much, as you can see there, a fantastic coach. So we can put him in on that one as well. It makes it light. He is now our backup coach. So our first coach is going to be our assistant manager, and then Vulcano is going to be our assistant coach to him. So them two are taking that training session and one coach is not left on it all by himself. Unfortunately, over here, we are left on our own. So we've got an average and we've got 3 stars. I don't think I can fit anyone in because these are all goalkeeping coaches and fitness coaches. The fact we've got 4 fitness coaches as well is a little bit excessive there. So we could potentially get rid of them. We've got 2 training sessions on David, but if we put another one in on there, these are going to take effect to go to 2 stars, and nothing really happens except for it goes to light, and this one goes down a little bit. So I'm going to sacrifice the average and then have a 3 stars and 3 stars instead of going to a 2.5 stars there, which is fairly good. I prefer to have a good and just have that. Get your coaches in and make sure they are all there. You could literally put it so one coach does everything. So you could have pretty much your assistant manager to help take every single session, apart from goalkeeping, which he doesn't need to be in, and the fitness one because you got him there. So you could have just one coach going all the way through. I'm all there. As you can see, that becomes light on pretty much everything apart from the one, which we have the 2 on, because we've got 3 coaches involved in most of the training sessions now. So it becomes light work for the coaches and makes them give better training sessions. But you can put him on all them, and that allows him to just be that coach who picks up the cones, sets out the schedule, or sets out the session whilst the other coach is talking him through it. It just helps out there as well. So you can implement that into it as well. But we're going to just, actually, we're going to put him on there because he's heavy there. So we're going to put him into there and then just leave them like that. So if I put it average there, nothing goes down at just the training schedule. So we're going to leave him off there, average there. Once again, nothing is happening to the training session, but he is just being a coach on them all. So it's light. And we only have 2 averages now, which is not fine. And we can put him over there to give that light. And he has full effect. So our assistant manager helps with every single training session now. And that just brings the workload of all the coaches down. And the production of the coaches' training sessions a lot better. Get this done. Make sure you do it. It will help you out massively. And it's a big thing with training load as well. And as you can see here, you've got the guys that are taking these sessions, which we want to see as well. I'm taking that one. And then we have our assistant coach there who's helping us out and being part of it. So we have 2 trainings on each session, and that is absolutely perfect. Make sure you get that done. Right, into the training sessions itself. So why don't I leave the AI doing my session? So if I go to calendar and I look at this one, this is why I do not let the coaches or the assistant take my training sessions. As you can see right there, we have endurance just before a game against Roma. We have a heavy scheduled endurance, resistance, quickness session against Roma. Roma are a strong side. We do not need to be doing that, and he's putting us in high risk of getting injuries and being tired for that game. That does not want to happen. That is crucial for us to not do that and not allow us to do that. Also, what the AI don't do as well is they don't allow a match review. What does a match review? A session dedicated to analysing the previous match. What does that do, though, to the team? Look, it says there, it impacts it here. The team cohesion. How important is morale, guys? You know, in these Football Manager games, morale is crucial. So having something that lifts up team cohesion, you need that in there. Mentality, passing style, creative freedom, trigger passing, marking, tempo, width, position, role, duty, all helps with this. And we get a report at the end of the game that we can go back and assess and introduce training sessions to see where we need to improve. Always after every game, you introduce a match review. Same with a match preview. Why do we have a match preview? Because it implements sharpness. We don't want endurance where we're going to tire him out. As you can see there, happiness slightly reduced, injury risk increased, conditioning reduced, fatigue greatly increased. We don't want that before we play Roma. So what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate that. And I will go on match preparation. I put a lot of time in match preparation. You'll see that in a lot of mine. So I go teamwork and then match tactics. Why do I do match tactics? Conditioning gets slightly reduced. I understand that. But team cohesion increased. Attributes, decision, teamwork. 2 crucial attributes in the game gets lifted up here. If my team can improve on decisions and teamwork, I'm one happy bunny. And as you can say, tactical familiarity, exactly the same as match review over there as well. Mentality, passing style, creativeness, freedom, trigger passing, marking, tempo, width, position, role, and duty. They all get improved as well. This all boosts for the upcoming game as well. So this will be all for this Roma game. We'll have all these kind of, I call them boosts, but they're not boosts. They just help out with everything that's there. I put a teamwork in there as well because that really helps out with teamwork as well. And the team cohesion greatly increases. Once again, morale manager. We know it's crucial to have morale in there. So what do? Evaluate the next match that we have and we get as much team cohesion as physical possible in there. Also, one thing that I do add in, when I have a free week like this, where it's just one game a week, we add in a match practice. So what match practice will do is it'll be an 11-a-side match, which will be pretty much the same style that Roma are going to play. And that will obviously, once again, the tactical familiarity, which is big in the game as well, which you want as soon as physically possible, because that just gets the team playing and understanding the tactic and roles that they are playing. And it also, individual roles, the attributes will develop on that, which is great as well. It'll increase happiness greatly increase team cohesion, and increase sharpness. You do have fatigue slightly increased, risk increased, and also conditioning reduced, but you have the 2 days here to recover. What you could do after that is put a recovery session in, which is a specialist session where the team spend the time with the medical staff focused on recovering and injury. What happens there? Risk greatly reduced, fatigue reduced, conditioning slightly increased, happiness slightly increased, sharpness reduced. But then you're going to go into your training sessions here, so you're going to be fine. So you could do match practice, recovery, and then you had a massive boost ready for that next game against Roma. And you can put that in there and leave it in. It's just mad, absolutely mad. And what it means as well, if I go to individual training, what it means by individual attributes is what we are training these guys. So as you can see, Rafael Leao is playing as left midfielder on attack. So he is training in that role, that position there, he is training. We could introduce something else. We could introduce something else to him, but we're not going to because we don't need to. He doesn't need agility or balance. That man is perfectly fine. The only thing I could probably put on him is maybe, well, I don't really need movement there at all, do I? He's pretty good, but he's got double intensity, so it'll improve everything of playing in that left midfield. So if I could really go to left midfield over here, I'm playing him as an inside forward, putting him on attack, and all these attributes will get improved on the individual attributes when you are looking at the training session there. So that's one way that you will get improvement on there as well. So if you go to training and you want to do more down the attribute routes, or you're not scoring goals or anything like that, you can go on any of these. I like chance conversion. This seems a real good one. It'll show you what it needs to do. Specifically work on converting chances into goals split into positional units. So for your attacking players, the attributes this is going to improve on is finishing, heading, long shots, technique, anticipation, composure. Very, very well done. On the defense and goalkeeper, it's going to rely on the individual roles, but the priority for these boys is only 20%. So you've got to look at something else where the defenders and the goalkeepers are going to get some time, because you don't want it to all be like we've got one chance conversion, we've got 3 chance conversions there. We don't need that. We really don't need that. Why are we not working on defensive? So let's go have a look at something defensive that we can work on and see if we can get anyone there. So 60% on defending wide. So if you know the team, because you've had your match preview, you know the team that you are about to play next week. Say Cagliari play wide, we're going to defend wide. We're going to learn to defend wide because they attack wide. Why does that do? Tactical familiarity with trigger pressing. The attributes that this works on is heading, marking, anticipation, decisions, positioning as well. And also, you get a little bit of attacking movement there because they are working on crossing, dribbling, finishing, heading, technique, anticipation off the ball. So if you're playing a wide tactic or a wide style of football, having defensive wide training will also help your attackers as well. And it's also going to help your goalkeeper because he's going to be catching the ball with a lot of crossing, because that's where the wide attacking movement's going to be. It's going to be crossing the ball, spamming it in, flying it in. So you really have to assess what the team is playing and how you can get a go and what you need to do. One of the big sessions that I use is outfield because it just does so much for them. So 60% priority here, and it focuses on a lot of stuff. Obviously, tactical familiarity is always one that will always get used. But for me, the attributes of aggression, anticipation, composure, concentration, crossing, decisions, dribbling, finishing, first touch, flair I'm really bothered about. Heading, long shots, marking, off the ball, passing, positioning, tackling, teamwork, technique, vision, work rate. It's one of the most compact of just pure goodness of all attributes that you can work on. So I highly recommend you using outfield a lot as you build up into some of the games. So if you've got a session where you think, oh, I can just chuck one in, outfield is absolutely brilliant. And I use that a lot. I really do with most of my training sessions. I try and use them so I can get as much of a boost up as I possibly can. And this just helps with our players as well, developing and becoming better. So you want to get the youngsters in the first team so they are training on these kind of schedules and not on the under 18s one or under the 21s one that you don't take control of. You want them in this first team and using these schedules to get their attributes fast and boosted up as physically as possible to try and get there. But honestly, guys, I highly recommend you go and read just what they do, because a lot of people just think, oh, attacking wings, what's that do? We're just going to attack the wings? Well, absolutely no. On the defensive structure, it absolutely helps with heading, marking, anticipation, decisions, and positioning, which is some of the main factors for a defensive player. You've just got to read what these things do, and you will, honestly, you'll find some sessions that you just think, that's weird, but that works. And that is what you need. Set pieces as well. Getting free kicks in as well. If you've got a player or a set of players that are struggling with free kicks or anything like that, get the team working on free kicks. It'll help with many roles on the outfield. Heading, anticipation, off the ball. How many times have you seen people with poor off the ball as strikers? You put a couple of these training sessions in if you've got spare times in the week. Just a little bit of fun at the end of the day for them. It helps out with off the ball. It slowly trickles back up. There are so many different things, so many training sessions. And honestly, guys, get in here, have a look at them. But please, please, do one thing: use match preparation. I can't stress this enough. Match preparation can save you so many points, and it can win you so many points as well. Have a look at what the opposition is doing. Work on it that week. Have a look at that review. Try get your scouting report in a week beforehand so you can set your training schedules up to play against these sides. Like I said, we've just seen Monza. We know they play a wide formation. We are going to now set up to defend wide against them and play in a wide formation and a wide area to try and block them in and not allow the crosses that they're going to try and spam in or the plays to dribble at us. Get your reviews done. Look up on them. Check them out. And honestly, you will save yourself and win yourself many points. And it's highly worth doing. Guys, that's just a quick video on tactics. I can go into a lot more depth. If you want me to go into a lot more depth, hit the like on the video, hit the subscribe button as well, and leave some comments down below. Let me know that you want to see more training formations or training schedules. I can do that for you. Not a problem. I'm more than happy to help out. But that's just a quick review on training and what I recommend you do. Match preparation. Get it done before the boogeyman gets you. Guys, that's been a quick video from me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. And guys, thank you very much for taking a bit of part of your day. Check out my content. I'll catch you all next time. Much love and bye-bye.